A note to our viewers, if you see anything weird on television, we're having a technical problem with that bank of switches called, luckily, the switcher. Tonight we learned that Don McGahn was one of the leading voices in the Mueller report and who is now a private citizen, will ignore a subpoena to testify tomorrow morning before the the House Judiciary Committee.
You could be a friend, you could be a spy,
precedent. And the attorneys say that they're not doing that for me, they're doing that
11 at the morning, off to church to chat with the
McGahn's
Lord.
lawyers say he will respect the, quote, president's instruction to not testify tomorrow morning. The White House apparently told him not to show. Tonight, the Democrats are threatening what they are calling all enforcement
You could be a
mechanisms.
clown with your
More
head
on
in the
that
clouds or
later.
your feet on the ground.
Kick the can down the road and let
You
it
could
kind
be
of float
sweet
atop
or
the
you could
legal
play the
system
part with
until
an
it
angel's face, but a
compels
devil's
it.
heart.
Well, it sort of cuts both ways for McGahn with his law firm. His law firm still represents Donald Trump's presidential campaign. It still represents a lot of Republican politicians in Washington. So McGahn, if he gets on the wrong side of Trump, it's never happened to any other president. They're trying to get a redo. They're trying to get what we used to call a deal, a do-over. It's totally the wrong decision by, obviously, an Obama appointment.
With promises of happy days. At the end of the day, everybody dances with the Grim Reaper.
August 6th, 2001. Our leader got a little plum. A heads up for a future fire. A tragedy born from one desire to damage what we hold most dear. To spread the hate, to cause us fear. To wake us up as if we needed to disenchantments they say we ceded. But did we hear that prescient call? Quote, the bush? Not at all. Can't suggest I dropped the ball. No substance there, as I recall. Osama seeks to strike U.S. The title seems to say it best. Who could have known, Ms. Rice proclaimed? We're on the target list by name, said Airy on that fateful day. As in Florida, Bush did play. But we did not know they still maintain. Perhaps not knowing is their game. Know where or when is their refrain. Incurious George is not to blame. Connecting dots takes searching minds, the will to know and urge to find. With phone numbers and credit slips, the terrorists left clues for pips. Masawi supplied laptop notes to FBI, and still they wrote no one ever thought they could.
You could be a friend, you could be a spy, a pretty little lover with lying eyes.
Well, that's why NORAD stopped what would
Out all night, laughing at the morning, off to church to chat with the Lord.
rehearse the way to stem destruction once their plan began to function. That plan that no one ever thought of, but planned against as if they oughta. We practiced for that Armageddon that no one ever thought could
You
happen.
could be a king, you could be a clown with your head in the clouds or your feet on the ground.
Some pip told Ashcroft not to fly,
You could be sweet or you could play the part with an angel's face but a devil's heart.
and stopped the Phoenix FBI. Yet CIA, with hair afire, couldn't stop that one desire. Osama seeks to strike U.S. The title seems to say it best. And still, they lie. Could not have known they decried.
Life is a masquerade with promises of happy days. At the end of the day, everybody dances with the Grim Reaper.
Could do nothing in the sky. Couldn't tell the FAA who interviewed that fateful day. 9 would-be hijackers on their way. Because of primary suspicions, secondary got submissions of rogues who looked a little scary, enough to make the first guards wary. But with Richard Clark's red hair ablaze, enwrapped suspicion through a haze of warnings that by then had mounted, each rogue was questioned, culled, and counted. Facing death in heart and mind, the chance their plot we might just find. To secondary these men went to discover their real intent. But secondary saw no fears. We had no cause to keep them here, so waved them on their merry way. They passed all 9 that very day. Got no when and where, just why and who and what, but that's not much. We needed dates and times and such. Waved rogues upon their merry way and wished them all a blissful day. Cue the virgins, watch them sway. 2,973, the body count at WTC. Osama seeks to strike U.S. That title seems to say it best, and still they lie. But why? Since a youthful pilot's mission dumped a plane in oval vision, we sought to add one last protection, a final way to cause deflection. Missiles on the White House
You
roof.
could be the smoke, you could be the fire, you could be the one who holds the lighter.
Shoulder armed by men of proof.
Comfort friends and show concern, then just stand back and watch them burn.
No cads or cowards wielding Zams. Our finest would protect our man. Where were those boys that fateful morn?
A heart of gold, or a soul that's cold. Who could see the devil in the sky?
That fateful morn, his hijacked planes by then had torn.
Life is a masquerade with promises of happy.
Through 2 buildings to the north, with still a third and a fourth.
At the end of the day, everybody dances with the Grim Reaper.
Out there searching for their targets. What happened to our last defense? Now was now, and where, and when. Command and control cannot defend from air attack in cleared out skies. Those hijackers, the last to fly with missiles on the White House roof. Our finest men, our men of proof, failed to fire on clear attackers. Those previously cleared hijackers. 1.5 miles by flight, from roof to roof. Well in sight, the Pentagon erupts in flames. You would think they'd want the names of the cads who failed to fire, or was it the officer on the wire who stood them down that fateful morn? From saving lives, alas, forlorn, Osama seeks to strike U.S. The title seems to say it best. 3,000 dead, and still they lie. Still they lie. Still they lie in graves and tombs and tortured thoughts, with nightmares about disrupted plots. We seek a future without worry, yet plot our plan in haste and fury. After violence is smothered, the pillow will then ease our slumber. How can we sustain our roles with vengeance gnawing at our souls? It's not that we don't have the right. Our Lord tells us it's not our fight. His better way to turn the cheek for all who live upon our street, where children frolic and old folks chat on fields well mined with
You can
tit
give
toward
thanks
hat.
and you can confess for sins and guilt and false repressed.
Our heads up for future fire.
Luckily, the switcher. So we're working on that. If anything appears untoward, that's all it is.
Douse tragedy born from desire. Hose it down before it spreads. Count the living, not the dead.
Say note to our viewers, if you see anything weird on television, we're having a technical problem with that bank of switches called, luckily, the switchers.
Who can see the devil in the sky?
Turn our Constitution off. We give the world a chance to scoff.
Life is a masquerade with promises of happy days.
Our forefathers was coming and gave us guys to keep us running.
End of the day, everybody dances with the Grim Reaper.
Damaging that which we hold most dear spreads the hate, increases fear. Wake up now.
At the end of the day, everybody dances with the Grim Reaper.
It's what we need. Thwart that disenchantment seed. Give the have-nots cause for hope. Keep us from that slippery slope. Allow folks something to protect. A home, a land, and some respect. Let Constitution, sustenance, life replace the jagged jihad knife. Osama seeks to strike U.S. The title seems to say it best. Stop him cold. Create our future. Give children a better way. Remove hate's most destructive weapon. Save the little bombs that play. Tit for tat is how we got here. It certainly can't be our soul. Create paths for forward movement. Dare the dreams that make us whole. Give people something to protect. A home, a land, and some respect. And they'll reward with giving hearts. It's not the end, it's just the start. Time won't end, it's time to start. Time we look inside our hearts. Osama seeks to strike U.S. The title seemed to say it best. Why didn't we figure that out?
At the end of the day, everybody dances with the Grim Reaper.
So we're working on that. If anything appears untoward, that's all it is.